So part of the topic too is about financial planners, and we got a financial planner before we bought our first place. We had just gotten married, and he came in and he took stock of everything that we had. That's when we had the RSPs, and he went away. We paid him, I don't know, a couple $100 or whatever it was, and he came back with his plan. And I asked him about it, and there was no real estate in that. And then he said, "Well," I said, "what do you think about real estate?" And he said, "Do you want to fix a toilet at 3 o'clock in the morning?" No. And he said, "That's how I feel about real estate." I said, "Okay." He went away. I still have his financial plan. I still keep it as a reminder. And if I had listened to this dude, we wouldn't have anything. And we went on to buy places. And you know what? I did run into problems. I did run into things I had to fix. But they were all manageable. I remember specifically walking out of my house, up the street, past the first rental that we had, because our rentals were right next door. And there was this young guy that had rented this apartment, and drywall had fallen onto his bed because the bathroom of the apartment above had a leak, and there was this huge hole. I'll never forget it. I don't want to say huge; it's like half a foot. And I go in there, like as I'm walking by, he'd come out and he said, "Can you got to take a look at this? This thing's like it's an issue." I said, "Okay." So I walked in there, and I looked up at the ceiling, and there's this hole, and it's dripping, and I was beside myself. I said, "Holy crap! What am I gonna do?" I didn't know how to fix anything. I didn't know anything about it. I didn't have any contacts. This is our first rental, and this thing happens. The dude was a great dude. And I went back to the house, and I told my wife what's going on. And I made some calls, did some research, got some things figured out, and I got it fixed. Stuff happens, but I got it fixed. And other things happened after that at other places, and you get it fixed. You find the right people. And back then, the internet and finding folks wasn't as easy as it is now. Everything's a click away now. So you can find people to help you manage stuff, or you can get a place and get a property manager, this, that, and the other thing. But I'll never forget about that that financial planner saying, "Oh, do you want to fix the toilet at 3 in the morning?" If I had listened to him, I would have been screwed, or not screwed. I would not have what we have today. And you got to pick the thing that's right for you. There's some work. Any investment, there's some work. Some people say, like, if you invest in stock, there's work. You got to do the research. You got to find the right stock to buy. Do the calculation. That's work. Real estate's the same thing. It's work. You could either get a place, then get a property manager, or not get a property manager and do it yourself. But there's some work. There's any investment. There's going to be some work in some shape or form, and you pick the right thing that's right for you. The right thing that was right for me was real estate, and it still is. I might get into stock. There's some other stock stuff that I'm learning about now. I might get into it, but I'm sticking to what I know. And what I know is real estate, and I know how to invest, and I know how to manage. And you got to figure out what's right for you. But don't ever be intimidated by what you hear about managing real estate. It's pretty easy. Like I said, a dummy like me can do it. Anybody else can do it. So that's all I got. Later.